Good morning, Hellions. Welcome. I just woke up, can you tell? Sorry, guys. Mouthwash. That'll teach me for vlogging when I'm trying to get my mouth clean. Yeah, I made a mistake this morning. So I started using this new mouthwash that is also supposed to whiten your teeth. And you're not supposed to eat a half hour afterwards. So what do? I throw some burritos in the microwave, and it's like, ooh, well, I just woke up, I want to go brush my teeth. And I brush my teeth, and then it's like, oh, now I can't eat for a half hour. Yes! Delayed foodage. Okay. Anyway, guys, welcome to the vlog. It's going to be an interesting day because I woke up late. Yeah, I did. I hate waking up late because now the day seems like it's just like gone. So, memory card going into the trash. Actually, you know something? My dad might actually like this. As far as I know, these contacts right here are gold. Yep, AU, gold. That's the atomic symbol for gold, AU. You guys knew that, right? It's just plated though, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Maybe he'll want it. I was just about ready to throw it away. And as far as like waiting a half hour, who needs white teeth? Troy's hungry. Need burritos. And let me ask you guys, do you do the same thing? This is so funny. Do you, when you go to a fast food restaurant, do you stock up on condiments? I like their fire sauce from Taco Bell. What can I say? One for my burritos and like 4 of them to store up in the cabinet for my next burrito. Eatage. I don't know. Just add "age" or "ish" to any word and it is now a full word. Okay, time to eat. Who needs white teeth? If I don't eat, I will die. Well, I mean, not right away, probably a couple weeks, but yeah. And then I gotta figure out what I'm doing for the day. I don't know what I'm doing for the day. It's just one of those kind of like melancholy days as the white balance fades. And yeah, so it's cloudy outside and it's kind of wet and it was like foggy last night and yeah, I woke up late and alright, I gotta find something to do. I have to find something lucrative to do. The last couple of days have been really awesome but they don't make up for the days that weren't awesome. They just sustain. So I can't just sustain, because if you sustain and then you have days that aren't awesome lucratively and you go down a little bit, then and you don't get that back and then you go down a little bit, it has to be positive. Okay. I'm rambling. See? Arm's getting tired. I told you guys, when the arm gets tired, it's time to stop talking. Oh, guys, I think I found what I'm going to do for today. Yes, I got some running around to do, and you'll see that here in a second, but this right here is the unseen drop panel footage from last year. Yeah, so we're still going to have a drop panel, I think. I'm not sure how good they are. I'm really not sure how good they are. Maybe we won't, because the camera kept falling down. So yeah, we'll see. But possibly, we're going to have a drop panel scare video. Yay! It's still daylight outside. Do you see that? So today, I'm going to go and, oh, well, first of all, let me get you guys caught up. I've already edited 2 hours, well, kind of. I've gone through 2 hours of raw footage so far on the drop panel scare video. There's some really good scares. Unfortunately, all of them aren't in frame, so I'm kind of questioning things right now. Oh my gosh, the tree's finally starting to change color and drop its leaves. Amazing. So like I said, or like I began to say, is I want to go and start taking the graveyard down. I know, right? But I'm also going to start storing the stuff in the house because I gotta get my storage not there anymore. It is so cold. I refuse to turn my heater on when I don't have company or when Phoenix isn't here, and it is just freaking colder than, I don't know, it's just really cold. This winter is going to be very interesting. I might have to get a job. I know, I didn't want to have to say it, but I think I might have to get a regular freaking job. I'm going to attempt to do something that I've never done before, ever. I'm going to show you guys 2 secrets about cash machines that you think that you knew, but you really didn't know, but maybe you did and maybe you didn't, who knows? But I'm going to tell you anyway. So you put in your card. You guys may have seen, some people say that if you enter your PIN number backwards, it'll call the police. That's false, it will not. You see these things right here, there, and there? Those are not the cameras that film you. The camera that films you is right there. These right here, these are for your safety so that you can look behind you and see people behind you. Didn't know that, did you? You learn something new every day. So there's nothing like having a false sense of security, and that's why I told you guys that. I saw a meme a while back of people saying that, you know, if you're getting held up at a cash machine or something, if you enter your PIN number backwards, it'll call the police, and that's not true. What if your PIN number was 7337? We can't enter that backwards, right? So it's false. It is absolutely false. So don't think that the police are going to come if you enter it backwards. And keep an eye out on those mirrors, because you want to make sure, keep an eye out for your surroundings when you're walking up. Just stay safe. Just the important safety the important safety tip of the day. Yeah, you're welcome. That's a good one. I think it's probably one of my best. One more thing that I decided I might as well do today since nothing else is going on. Insurance. Troy's got to pay his business insurance, which is expensive every month. Oh my goodness. Some people realize that like all the money you get from your business that you get to keep. Oh no. Oh no, no. No. I mean, besides gas, and besides insurance, and besides taxes, I get to keep like $10. Insurance paid. Now I'm broke. But at least people can't sue me, or if they do, I'm protected. Yay! Although I've always said that if somebody sues me, they'll just get themselves into more debt. Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Had to think about it for a second. So here's going to be a long brainstorming session about the haunt. And yes, it's probably going to make my arm tired, so I'm just going to switch now, and we'll just come over here real quick. So, you guys know what the backstory of the haunt is. You know about Charlotte Bacon, and if you guys aren't familiar with the backstory, I think it's still on the website. I haven't been to the website for a while. HalloweenHellmouth.com or HellmouthHauntedHouse.com, I think. Anyway, so in order to make the backstories blend, what I'm really thinking about doing is starting out the haunt in the backyard with the facade that we usually use, the old shack facade, and have that go into and still use kind of the gypsy theme, so a heavily decorated room. And then from there, I want it to exit out into the outside, and from there start like the rocks and brick as if you're going into a tomb or not a teepee. It's not an Indian haunt. It's a freaking oh, what am I thinking of? The triangle thing. See, sometimes I just can't think of words when I need to think of words. I'll get back to you. I've got a Snapchat. As we begin to plummet into darkness, which is actually what we will be doing here in a second. It actually looks lighter on the camera than it does in person, so it's actually darker in person than it is on the camera. Do you see what I did there? I just said the same thing twice without saying the same thing twice. Amazing. I can twist my words around so you guys can't understand a word I'm saying, and I'm just going crazy. I seriously think that I'm going crazy. I really am, just due to like the stress that I have in my life right now, and just like everything. I really think that I'm going nutsies. Yeah. See, you can also add "ease" to the end of any word and be nutsies, and just, it's a new word. Pyramid! See? I knew I'd remember it. I want the exit to be like going into a tomb or a pyramid or something like that. There we go. That's what I wanted to say. Finally, I got my words out. I'm so happy. Maybe I'm not as crazy as I thought. Oh, but I am. Well guys, there was a beautiful sunset out there, but I went to talk to some neighbors, because remember last night when I filmed me trying to cross the street, and I pointed down the block and there's like a blue light, and I'm like, huh, wonder what's going on now? Well, apparently one of the children of the neighborhood that had just turned 10 about 3 weeks ago was joyriding with a 14-year-old that had taken their grandma's car, and they crashed and he passed away. And it's really sad because this kid was a pretty good kid. His parents were a piece of work. Extreme latchkey kid, so he was always outside, never really watched by his parents, and it's really sad. So yeah, so this one hits home in the neighborhood. So keep an eye on your kids. It's really important. So I've got just about all the tombstones out there. There's one right there still, and this one right here, and one over there. I'm about ready to have a skeleton back in my closet again. I think that this is pretty good already for the for the haunt, for doing it in the old man, I just cannot think of words today. Stupid words. Oh, and ma'am, no chewing on these bones. You understand? I'm so evil. Oh my gosh, it's like a half hour later and I've gotten, okay, wow, it's like an hour later and I've got totally distracted on things. Okay, so my mom and dad dropped off these for Buffy the other night, but they had to be cooked, so I cooked those. So here, I think it's cool enough. You want a treat? Look at that. Look at that. You better say thank you. Here. There you go. You're welcome. Excuse me, man. Excuse me. Oh, so ungrateful. All right, so there's that, and then I'm trying to handle recycle. I'm trying to handle like cleaning stuff up. I'm trying to handle putting that skeleton away, which I still have not done yet. It's still sitting there in the same location. I'm getting distracted with social media. Ah! I need to write down a list. Here's one thing done. There's a skeleton in my closet. And you know something? I'm going to take a picture of him. And there you go. Skeleton in my closet. This is kind of cool. I can do this now. So here's a scenario, guys. Actually, ladies, here's a scenario. So here I am on my bed, and me and this beautiful girl are making out. And we're like, num num num. And then, yeah, num num num, because that's the sounds that are made. And then she just happens to look up and to the right and, what's that? You've got tombstones in your room? Are you some kind of freak? Is that going to play out bad? Should I cover them or something? Or should I just let my Halloween hang out? I don't know. That's weird. That's very weird. Imagine a dating life that you're really into Halloween all year round. So already you're a little, that's kind of weird. Until you explain that, you know, it's the most creative holiday. It makes positive memories for everybody, and to have a positive impact on somebody else's life is a really big thing. So that kind of explains that. But then you've got the daily vlogs. It's like, yeah, I put my life out there every single day. Skid marks. Whoa, skid marks? Brakes. That's it. Brake. You haven't even said thank you. I don't want to talk to you. Anyway, very weird predicament, right? Alright, my goal is to get the video all done so that if the power goes out tonight, because we're expecting kind of a storm, at least it will hopefully finish rendering, and then I can just use the laptop and go somewhere if I have to. Anyway, guys, it is COC from the night before last, which is 11/8/15, day 1834, Wally World. And here we go. Right starter B. Hell yeah, get them cowboy boots on and get the cowboy hat and karaoke your heart out, Troy. Well, thank you. I kind of did tonight a little bit in my downtime. My downtime. That doesn't happen. Branson Haunted Hills. Oh yeah, I wanted to hear you sing again. I think you have a great voice. I watched your videos on the other channel. Oh, well, thank you very much. And you're also my cheerleader. And Sandy Oddity tells me to sing also. Wow. Thank you. The Energized. Troy, you would make a great art critic. I mean, I enjoyed your evaluation and interpretation of Buffy's artistic paw prints on the glass. Very observative of you. Well, thank you. Emerald Gypsy Heart. Funny, my mom plucked her eyebrows in the 1950s so much that she has no more eyebrows and has to draw them on. I've known a couple of people like that. And Shay also. Awesome to hear that everybody, Shay's out of the hospital. Well, excuse me, no. She's recovering. I don't think you're out of the hospital right now, but you are recovering, and that's awesome. I'm so happy about that. Ramthal, I hope you picked up some of the skull puzzles. They could be used in the haunt next year. I didn't, because they're expensive. They cost money, so costing money equals expensive right now. Adam S. It's not called Wally World. Wally World is an amusement park in National Lampoon Summer Vacation. You were at Walmart. Yeah, but it's also Wally World. Baldy Jack, Troy, man, you don't look short on camera. Well, no, I don't look short on camera because I usually hold the camera down here. Now, if I was to start holding the camera up here, then I'd start looking like really short. Like I'm doing right now.
Little Giles, and have you noticed those coarse eyebrow hairs grow super fast? It's like they grow an inch overnight. Wait till you look in the mirror and you see 2-inch hair growing out of your ear. I trim my ear hairs. In fact, I even took a lighter one time and I was like, tss, tss. Little known fact. Too much information. I know. Jordan Winton, are you planning on changing your Halloween to a Christmas tree? Yes. Yes. Where have you been? Yes, I have. I am. I'm going to. Amanda Miller, you definitely don't look short. Well, thank you. Also, use electric clippers to keep your man hairs manageable. Which I do. Jolson, so next year, Troy, will you dress up as an Oompa Loompa? No, Anthony Williams is Darth Vader doing a Nazi salute. You know, I didn't even notice that until you mentioned it. Alright guys, COC from last night. Because the main question that I asked you guys is what happened good to you yesterday, and also what is your favorite restaurant? Tony Fredrickson is on vacation for 12 days. That's awesome. Travis Williams is having dreams about me that we met at West Coast and talked about haunts, pros and cons, but was in the middle of a zombie apocalypse, running for our lives. Scary. Jolson says, baked squirrel. Matthew Rondell, have you showed Phoenix the train video again? No. And his name, I'll even put it here, his name is Phoenix, just like Phoenix, Arizona. Just think of that. Baldzilla Bill, of all the movie Mondays I should have been a part of, it was last night. Oops, maybe next time. That was your whole plan. Get her. Yeah, we had fun. And Triff27, thank you for reminding me that I do have a Christmas tradition about the past few years about going to see the Christmas lights display at the park. Yeah, at the zoo, and also the Spanaway lights too. Adam S., what are you going to do with the Lamax Spooky Town? I'm going to leave it up. I don't have a Christmas village. I don't really care to have a Christmas village. I'm just going to leave up the other one. MSM Michael 99, I like that idea of the flower and Santa's footprints. That's pretty cool. Ramthal, something good that happened today? I was able to return to tearing down the haunt. That's awesome. And keeping the food down like you said too. Alright guys, happy haunting. See you guys tomorrow. Thanks for joining. Make sure to check down in the description where it says show more. Click on that because there's like a bunch of different links down there and you can like follow me and all that other cool stuff. I guess. I don't know. Or not. You know, whatever. Bye guys.
That's some bad hat, Scary.